Hello everyone, this is Carol, and I've come to share my creative thoughts with you today in a journal that I have just completed. This journal I have named Miss Nellie's Diary. There's lots of writing space in it. I have used Ephemera's Vintage Garden digital kit Miss Nellie. The journal is 5 1/4 inches across, 7 1/4 inches tall. The spine is 1 1/4 inches thick. It has 2 signatures. There are 104 plus pages in this book. 25 tags and journal cards are included. I've used the Tim Holtz Wallflower paper pack, and I've also used a paper pack you'll see from Hobby Lobby with ledger paper in it that I've used to back the cards. Now we'll go into the journal. Oh, the front, I've used the hitch post closing with a satin ribbon, and the metal piece on the front that says journal is from Tim Holtz hardware, one of his kits, and I've done the journal piece myself by printing it out on my own computer. And first of all, we start out with the first page being the Wallflower paper pack. This goes so well with this kit. Here is a little place for writing. There's lots and lots of writing in this book. I've backed each of the ephemera with cardstock and lined it so that it's easier to write on. Here's the little this book belongs to. And this is tracing paper that I've printed out from the kit on the paper. I've done lots of sewing on the edges of the pages. I've done some stamping, and I've used black ink this time in the stamping. I don't normally do that, and I like that really well with this kit. There's a tag, tuck spot at the bottom, and this is one of my 3-dimensional pieces, and I've made the bird 3-dimensional on that. Here's some old vintage music paper that I got from a thrift store. And there's more writing space. Some of the pages I've just left plain because it just warranted that for the book. This is a cabinet card that comes in the kit, and I've made it a tuck spot here with some ephemera. And then you open it up. The ticket came from the kit. That's a Recollections flower. And this is, I added cardstock and lined it, sewed around it, and fussy cut this lady out from the kit and added her into the cabinet card. And I just really like this page. That was fun to do. Then there's more paper, doilies. There are at least 2 doilies in the kit. I think there's a square and an oval. You'll see later. More 3-dimensional work here on the flower. More paper. And here is a tuck spot that you can put some of your secret things you don't want anyone to see in. And there's some of that ledger paper from Hobby Lobby. Here's a tuck spot that I've cut from one of the pages, added the strawberries, which is in the kit. And here is another journaling card. And I love this. And there's more of that ledger paper. Here's a Rita Donnelly tuck spot, and then I've done a little bit of Yvonne in here with the butterfly, and I used the cheesecloth in black on that. And there is a journaling card, and here's a tag and another tag. Those were freebies that are that Debbie Ann added to the kit. Here's the middle of the first signature, and I've added little flowers with pearls on them. Some stamping and sewing. More pages from the kit. And here's another tuck spot with a little notepad that I have made myself with some of the wallflower paper and my own little flowers and sewing on them and put it together, and that gives you even more writing space to take notes or whatever. There's the square doily, the other side. There's another, no, that's not a tuck spot. There's a page from the kit. And there's little scrap papers there that I added too, so they give more writing. There's the other side of the music paper. And here is another journaling card. And this is a little glassine bag that I have put napkin decoupaged on it and space for more ephemera to store it. You can put whatever you choose in there. And here's more writing space, and the other side of that tracing paper. And here's another little notepad that I made, and I took this from the bottom of one of the pages or top somewhere, and I made a little notepad out of it. And here's a tuck spot. And there's the ledger paper that I've backed that with. There's more journaling cards. And another tag. This is paper from the Wallflower kit. Here's another three-dimensional bird. I don't know if you can see the 3-dimension on that or not, but those are so fun to do. And here's more little journaling cards. I've lined almost all of the journaling cards, I believe. And there's a tag. And this I got off of Pinterest. I just felt that it fit in here. And I fussy cut this from, this comes in the kit, and I made a tuck spot. There's another tracing paper printed. And here's a tag that I made from pieces that I had fussy cut and made a flower to match the tag or the kit or the book. Another journaling card, part of a page that I've made a tuck spot from. It's another tag that I made that says Miss Nellie. And there's another corner of one of the pages. And this is on a, I can't think of those things. Well, anyway, you know what it is, I hope. It's swivels on there. And there's more pages, and this comes in the kit, and I fussy cut the bird and put it on the doily. And here's another little tuck spot with a little envelope, and well, there was paper in there. I didn't put it back in, it's over here, but there will be paper in this little envelope for more writing. And here is more space. Here is an envelope that I've stamped the word letter, fussy cut it out, and made it a closure, and there is more paper in there to write. And that is the middle of this signature. And here's more writing. Here's that little paper that goes into that envelope. So I'll get that back in there. And here is another tag. More writing space. Another tag. Am I in frame here? And there's more of the paper. an oval doily or the other side to it. Here's a little, this could be a tuck spot, but you could also write on this space. And then it has a magnet in it. You open it, and there is more writing paper. And on this, I've edged it with a Martha Stewart punch. And goes snaps back closed. And more writing paper that has been sewn along the edge. The other side of that tracing paper. Here is more journal cards. There's one. This has the paper from the ledger pad on it. And I backed that with that paper too. And this is the wallflower paper. And that brings us to the last page. And there's a pocket in the back that I put the information on it about the kit. I always include that in my journals, and I sign it. And there are my creative thoughts for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press like and subscribe. And this journal will be in my Etsy shop tonight. So if you liked it, go to my Etsy. That's all linked below. And I just thank you so much for taking the time to watch this and give me the encouragement that you have for me to come to this point. So I hope you'll be back. Thank you again.